What's up, everybody? We're back on episode 2 of our new playthrough. Not sure what to call this campaign, to be honest with you, but it's the new farmer experience, I guess is probably what I'll call it, so that we can learn how to play this game efficiently. So I came over and checked on our cows. It looks like their health is up to 4%. Maybe we can check on these cows now. The reproduction is still grayed out as well. Does it tell us anything? It says hay though. Cows like grass and hay. And TMR. So this animal has reached its breeding age. Animals that are healthy and older than 18 months can reproduce. So maybe we just need to get their health up. So with that, they've got meadow and they've got water. So we need to plant some grass. And we need to try to get their health up a little better in this episode if we can. The Challenger is still going strong over there with the cultivator. Hey, we got some seed right here I didn't know about. Okay, cool. So let's fill up our cedar. We got 1,000 liters. Let's go ahead and plant this small field over here that I feel like we could probably definitely. Oh, it's straw, wasn't it? I'm sorry, squirrel. So it says hay. So that means that we can tedder and windrow and all that stuff and turn it into hay so that they can eat that also with the grass. So they just didn't like the straw because those were straw bales we had. Anyways, let us get over to grass seed, which is right there. Let us go ahead and line up our equipment. Do assisted steering. Do we want 3? Honestly, I think I like 1. Or, yeah, 1. So we're going to go ahead and do 1 headland real quick. So we're going to lower the cedar and turn on the cedar. And then we're going to start planting grass in this field. Right? Are we planting grass? Yes, we're planting grass. See, we got 998 liters left. It just went down to 997. Okay, cool. So we're planting grass. We're going to need a fertilizer spreader and fertilizer so that we can take care of this field. Like I said in the last episode, I don't foresee us having the ability to take care of the lime problem we got. So that's not an option for us right now. But we can fertilize it and try to get the yield up better there. Maybe next time we are able to. So once we get this planted, we're never going to have to replant grass here. That's one thing. But we will need to get the lime up. There we go. So we're going to get grass planted here. And then we will probably actually plant grass maybe over there as well. And then we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do with our other 2 fields we got here. I'm thinking maybe we do still something as a cash crop. Like in the last campaign we were going to do soybeans that we never actually did. Is our header able to do soybeans already? We can take a look at that real quick. Oops, wrong button. Let's look at that real quick. So we got vehicles. We need to look at our header. And it is able to do soybeans. So we could turn maybe field 4 into soybeans and this big field over here into soybeans. With that being said, are we past soybean planting season? We are. So what could we plant? Realistically, we could probably just do grass in all of our fields for now until we get to here so that we could plant the soybeans. I might do that. What could we potentially plant now? We could plant canola now. But we wouldn't be able to harvest it in time to plant soybeans. I'm thinking grass. We're probably going to plant grass everywhere. And then once we're getting closer to planting soybeans, we won't replant our grass. So, yeah. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and plant this field with the grass seeds we got. And then I will hop back in once I finish up. See you in a minute. All right. We finished planting that field. Just want to make sure that I actually got it pretty good. Just looks like we did. This other cultivator over here seems to be struggling. I'm not sure what he's got going on. He's taking a long time. We actually didn't use a lot of seed either. So with that being said, actually what I can do is go over here and plant this over here. I wasn't sure we were going to have the seed to do it, but it definitely looks like we do. So I will go ahead and plant this field as well. It's actually already got the steering assist ready. Okay. Oh, wait. Plant. So, alright, we'll be back again once we get this big old field planted. And this one's going to take a while. I'll be back. Alright, guys. We just finished up that field. That took a while. I do want to upgrade this planter one day. But that's okay. I need to switch over here real quick to the Challenger and touch up a few spots he missed. Not sure why he missed them, but it is what it is. He finished a long time ago. I don't know if I'm thinking that even though some things might look like they're missed in this field, even though we hit it with the planter, it'll still plant. I'm hoping. We're going to need a bigger cultivator too. I really would like a better tractor first, to be honest, though. Because we're not at the horsepower max for these tractors we're using, but they're not exactly the biggest, baddest tractors we can get either. It is nice having two already paid for, so they'll definitely stay on the farm for a long, long while. But we will need to upgrade eventually. So with that being said, I'm going to go put the Challenger and the cultivator up. I thought we could fold this cultivator up, but I guess I'm wrong. We'll go put it under the shed. After we put this up, I'm thinking what we can do is, this is plowed. Why does this field not show that it's cultivated? Double tillage. Is this not a cultivator? Did we just spend all that time for nothing? This is a planter. Oh, here it is. It's a John Deere 980. Is that not a cultivator? I thought it was a cultivator. Does it say cultivator? Yeah, it says cultivator. It says it right there. Press V to lower cultivator. It's just not going to fit in a slot. It will if I do it perfectly. This tree's making it difficult because I can't see. Alright. Got that put up. We don't particularly need this tractor right now. We could check on our cows real quick. How we doing, moo-moos? We're at 8% health. Got good water still. The meadow is running out. That worries me. We might need to go buy some hay bales. Not hay bales, grass bales. We'll probably check that out after we sleep for the day. I think now that we've got 2 really big fields planted, what I might do is go ahead and sleep so that I can go ahead and get these fertilized, and I'll plant these 2 the next month. So let's do that real quick. We're going to pop over here to our house. We're going to take a nap, and then I will be back once the new day is loaded. Okay, new day is loaded. I want to run over to... Why do we have so much money all of a sudden? Why do we have 86 grand? We sold 74,000. Sold products. Are the bees selling right now automatically? Is that what's happening? No, because there's the thing right there. Can we mess with this any? No. What did we sell? I don't know. We sold something for 24,000. Oh well. Let's check on our cows. Oh, our cows ran out of food. Alright, we need to go to the store and buy some bales of hay. I think I remember seeing those somewhere down here. Yeah. Is this grass? This is straw. So let's buy... God, these things are expensive too. Let's buy 5. That'll take us down to 80 grand. Did we have 80 grand and I'm just not remembering? I don't remember having that much money. Let's go grab our bale loading tractor. We should be able to... We also are going to need to buy fertilizer. That's something else. Maybe we can load onto this trailer. Alright, I'm going to drive over to the equipment store. I think that's where the bales are. I hope. If not, I'm not sure where they're going to be. Alright, we are here. The bales are here. Wasn't it B? Stop unloading. Y? B? Alright, we got those. They look significantly bigger than what we had. So we need a fertilizer spreader. And we need some fertilizer. Should we go with a sprayer? No, this just increases capacity. So that's the sprayer. Or a fertilizer spreader that we can actually afford. We are going to need lime. I really don't want to spend this much on one though. What is that? Herbicide. We don't need herbicide. And I know that liquid fertilizer is much more expensive. I think we're just going to go with this. Because this is lime, I'm pretty sure. This is the only lime spreader in the whole game. We might have to look into something else for that. We're going to get this one first. We'll go ahead and buy it. Okay. We're going to get solid fertilizer. Okay. Can we load this? Jefflin can't pick that up. Okay, we're going to get that loaded up and we'll be back. Alright, it's a little janky, but we got it up there so we don't have to make 2 trips. It'll be alright. So let's run over here to our cow pasture, give them these 5 square bales, and then I'll probably start planting grass seed in those other 2 fields while I get this tractor to start fertilizing. I don't know that this is going to be enough fertilizer to do both those 2 fields we planted yesterday. I'm hoping it's close at least. I might do the big field first. That way we can get as much as the little field done as possible, and then if we got to buy more fertilizer, we'll at least definitely have enough to do the other 2 fields once we get grass planted in those. So we're going to drive over here to the cows, and hopefully we can actually feed them these bales of hay or grass. I'm not sure. Oh, I do know, because that was straw bales and not hay bales. I was going to say, I'm not sure why those other bales didn't work, but I remembered. Let's stop right here. I don't know that we can pick these up either. Nope. Alright, well, we got a bale trailer for that. I mean, a fork for that. Let's unload. You want to unload? We might be making things difficult with this. We'll be right back. Hold on 1 second. Alright, we're back. Stop unloading. Let's load them back up. Make them nice and neat. Alright, let's unload the bales. Unload bales here. are you not unloading? Transport, unload, unload bales here. Get off my tractor. There we go. I don't know why that didn't work. It worked the first time. Transporting position. Let's get this tractor planting real quick, and we will get the John Deere over here with the front end loader. So we're going to drive over there, swap over. We're going to grab the John Deere and drive back over here, and then we will be back. All right, we got our worker going there. Go grab the front end loader and try to give these bales of grass, it should be grass, to these cows over here so they can get their health up. I was hoping the meadow would be good enough to keep them fed, but nope. Alright, so grab a bale of hay. Let's grab it a little better than that. Go to this one. And there's supposed to be a way to feed them like this. I might buy some cows here shortly, especially since we're buying all this hay. Did that say hay? Should be grass. It says hay. It says hay. They like hay and they like grass. This ought to work. Just having to figure out how to get it into the pasture so that they'll eat it. There we go. I saw it drop in there. Alright, so we're going to wait for this to jump in there. This ought to last a lot longer than the grass they had. Is there a way to look at how much it can hold, or is there no limit? Is it just it holds as much as you can put in it? Because if that's the case, no. Want to refill. And give them some more water while we're over here. I might try to make an auto drive for this. Be our first little auto drive experiment. It's not course play. Is it delete? No. Alt N. Okay, there's auto drive. So we want to record. This is going to be water fill. Settings. Want to make sure. Where was it at? above the tractor so we can see what we're doing. Turn the corner speed down some. No. Apply. I'm gonna drive around a little bit. I'm gonna make it super curvy. Okay. We want to add one here. Water fill station, because I think we named the other one water fill, didn't we? Yep. And then what we want to do is, let's just push this stuff out the way. Click here to here, and that'll be a rotation. Now we're going to turn record off, cut those off. I'll keep pushing these out of the way for now. Okay, now what we should be able to do is, should be able to go over here, go to water fill station and hit on. So now he's going to go to the closest point he can. And he's going to stop here. Going to start filling. And then we want to go to water fill after this. Is it out of water? Okay, so that's pretty much drained of water. And we're going to water fill. And then we're going to unload the water. Alright, so they can only hold that much water. We'll look at that in a second. And now we want to tell it to go back to the water fill station. Alright. And then I'm gonna just move it up a little bit and drop the trailer off. So that's good, that works. Let's grab these two bales right here if we can. Alright, we got those two. I'm gonna try to stick them in this feeder again. Take a look at this. So it doesn't look like it can hold any more bales. Alright. Okay. So we can do, let's go ahead and drop this off here. Go run and get our bale trailer again, load them up and park those up underneath the shelter so they don't start decomposing due to the weather that I'm pretty sure they do. Alright, we're going to go to operating position. Alright, transport position. All right, good enough. Good Lord. All right. So the cow's health is going up. It looked like we've got pretty much a full bale in here. It's not going down. Their health up to 7. They've got full water, so they can only hold 6,000 water. So with that being said, I'd like to get a few more cows in here. We're gonna go with Angus. We could buy full blown transport fee is applied if you do not transport with your own livestock trailer. That's okay. Let's buy 3 so that they can start reproducing cows. So buy. It's gonna be 7 grand, but they should be automatically delivered here, which they were. So now we've definitely got some that can give us calves. Now that we're done with that, we can grab our fertilizer over here. And we can also grab our front loader so that we can carry our pallet of fertilizer with us. Oh, we don't have pallet forks. Just isn't going to do us any good. Okay, what I'm going to do is, I've already changed my mind again. We're going to go buy some pallet forks real quick. Get those loaded onto the tractor so that we can move that pallet of fertilizer around, and we're going to get set up to start fertilizing some of these fields. I'll be back. All right, so we are back home. While I was doing that, I went ahead and programmed a drive to and from home. So now we can do that. I think I'm going to have to use super strength to fix this. Yeah, I'll be back in a second. All right, I got that fixed. I need to put down this fertilizer so that I can refill the fertilizer on the back of the tractor. So refill. Like I said, we're going to start with the big field first. Try to get a little better. All right, so AI worker has completed their task. So this should be completely planted now with grass. It is. So what we can do now is do a little loop-de-loop and pull. And we're going to tell them to do, I'll just let them do their thing. Go ahead and do that too. We're going to go ahead and fertilize this grass over here. And probably as much as the other ones as we can as well. So I will be back once we get done fertilizing, hopefully fertilizing this full field with the amount of fertilizer we got. I'll be back. Alrighty, we just finished fertilizing that field. I think it took just over half, I think, of our fertilizer we bought. It's not good news considering I wanted to get all these other ones done with the same amount, but it'll be alright. We're going to go ahead and fertilize this field. And hopefully we got enough to finish this one, and then we might be going to the store to get more fertilizer for the other two. I'll be back once something happens. All right, we got that field fertilized. We're not going to have enough fertilizer to finish this next field for sure. But it'll be kind of close, I think. But I'm going to show you guys what I did once I have to go buy some more fertilizer. I'll be back once I get done to that point. All right. We had this little bit left of fertilizer that we didn't get done. I don't know what liming does. We're going to have to refertilize everything again. But I'm going to show you guys what I was talking about earlier. As you can see to the right, you can see that AutoDrive has a home location now. So what I did there was let me save real quick. I think we almost froze. Save. All right, so you see we have store and a home option. So I click the store. Why are you not going? Store can't reach. Why not? Is it because of the front end loader? Okay, what we're going to have to do, let's drop off this. Let's drop off the front end loader. And what I might look into doing is seeing if this trailer can pick up, oh crap, it's got darn bales of hay on it still. Well, I know it ought to be able to, it's got to be the front end loader causing it to not be able to quote unquote do what it needs to do. But I really don't want to drive back and forth to have to pick up fertilizer. Let me just start on the path. This is the path. Go to store. Okay, well, it's doing it now. Maybe we just weren't close enough to the path. I'm not real sure. Anyways, while I was on my last fertilizer run, I ran and drew out this AutoDrive map so that we can automatically auto drive to the store. And that's what it's doing right now. Once it gets to the store, I'll pop back in and let you guys see it making it to the store. We'll be back in a second. All right, so the driver just reached the store. I was putting the planter back up in the barn. I'm gonna grab the fertilizer real quick, and then we'll hop over to that tractor. So as you can see, the tractor is here now. We're going to go ahead and buy some more fertilizer. by, go ahead and grab it real quick, and then I'm going to show you guys that it also will return home for us. Gee. Alright, so now we're going to tell it to home, go. So now it's going to drive this recorded path all the way back to home. Now we don't have to babysit tractors and stuff driving back and forth to the store. This is the main reason I did this one, because that'll be a frequent thing that happens in this playthrough, I'm sure. Alright. While we are in the Challenger, let's check on the cows. Health is 10%. Don't know that I like that. Their health is only 7%. Looks like they like silage, grass, and meadow. The meadow is not filling up. I don't know how to help out with that. We'll see. This might just be a dud cow pasture and we need to make a better cow pasture somewhere. I'm not real sure. Maybe it just takes time. Now that they definitely got food, maybe they will be able to get better. As you can see now, the tractor is arriving at home. It just gave me the message that they are home. I'm going to turn these lines off for now. We are going to refill our fertilizer. And then I'm going to get these last little bit of this one field done. And then I'm going to get this field in front of me done. And then we will have all of the fertilizing done for the day. So these little spots right here that are barely visible, but I can see them. That should be pretty close. I'm not going to waste too much time trying to get every little speck like that one. I'm not going to worry with. So now I'm going to go ahead and knock out this field real quick and then we'll be back. Alright, we got most of this field done. I think there's a few little spots here and there that we didn't quite hit, like right here. And right here and right here. That should be pretty close. Yep. I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead and fill up the fertilizer spreader again and then we'll stick it in a little cubby hole. After that, I think we're pretty much good to sleep for the day. Let's see if we can't get this fertilizer like in this little cubby right here. And then we can stick the quick loader or front end loader right beside it. Okay. Drive this on in. Like that. That looks pretty good. And like I said, I think now everything can be, not everything can be, but we can take a nap. Fertilizer's down. We're going to do another round of fertilizer for sure. The cows are taken care of to the best of our ability that I know of. They should have plenty of food and water to make it through the night. We don't have anything to harvest because we're growing grass and everything. We need to check that. Yep, everything's got grass in it now. Yeah, so we're going to take a nap and we'll probably end today's episode right there. So I'm going to run over here and take a nap. New day, we'll take a look at things real quick and end today's episode. I'll be back. All right, so yeah, something is giving us money. We have 135 grand now. I don't know what it is that's giving us money. We're selling some kind of product. I don't know what that could be. It's a beehive. Don't think we're selling water. Do we own some kind of production that I don't know about? Productions. Water. Available. So that's the only production we own. I just don't know what's giving us money. I guess it's not terrible. It could be that little solar farm right there thing right here. I really don't know. But let's take a look at everything else. Our grass is growing. We're definitely going to fertilize again in the next episode. Our cows. That's what I really wanted to check on. Let's check on our cows real quick. So we still have a big bale in there. They have good food, good meadow. Oh, and their health is 100%. Let's take a look at all our cows now. So our old cows are reproducing. That's good. And our other cows are reproducing. That's great. All right. So we've got 6 cows reproducing more cows, which will be 6 more cows. And then once those cows grow, we'll be able to sell those cows. But as we end today's episode, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank you guys for being patient with me while learning this farming experience. And I am sorry once again for ending the last episode or last playthrough. I think this one's feeling a little bit better now. But if you guys are liking my content, please make sure to leave me a like and a sub. That lets me know you're enjoying my content, and it helps the channel out a lot. And if you could think of a way that I could improve my gameplay as far as making my farming experience easier or better entertaining you guys, please leave me a comment and let me know how I can improve. I'm always looking to improve. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.